you do when the 5-0 come to your property? What do you do when they show up? Do you introduce yourself? Do you stand back? Let's get a little more into it. First, I want to give a shout out to a sponsor of our video, the Thin Blue Line organization. They've given us some bracelets, some decals. I have a ton of these to give away. So make sure you're subscribed to the page down here, the red subscribe. Go ahead and click it. That enters you to win every giveaway I have. You can buy Thin Blue Line type merchandise anywhere. You can buy it off the Wish app. And if you're backing the blue on a budget, by all means. But when you purchase from the Thin Blue Line organization, they've donated over $500,000 to different charities this year alone, and they're wonderful. thinbluelineusa.com. Anyway, cops show up on your property. What do you do? What's going on? Who are they? Who are you? What are you doing here? Let's get into it a little bit. Don't interfere. Don't go around being Joe Cop yourself, and don't assume that they want you to jump in and help. If you're like me, and you have to key open some of the hallway doors to let them into apartments, by all means pop up and just introduce yourself as security. I have a key, just want to make sure you got in, and then stand back. Just observe, see what they're doing. If you call dispatch and you're expecting them to come, identify yourself to dispatch. I identify myself as I'm security from such and such property. I'm an armed security guard, make the officers aware of what I'm wearing, that I'm armed, and that I'm not part of the issue that they're coming to deal with. So I don't possibly get arrested because they think I'm part of the drama. Get to know your beat cops in the area, because they're the ones who are going to be responding to your calls. Introduce yourself. If you have business cards, hand them out to the police officers. Really make friends with them and, make it Facebook official. No, don't do that. But get to know them. Let them get to know your face. So they should kind of be expecting you when they pop onto your properties. If you did not call the police and you see them at your property, that was gross. Hang back, try to chat with them after. If they're arresting someone and there's some sort of emergency, whatever information you see, log that. Don't go up and interfere and, sort of hold them back from doing their job. Document everything that you've seen and everything that was discussed. And that's about all you can do. Once you get to know them, they'll kind of let you know what their preferences are. If you did not call, again, you're going to want to, observe in a safe place where you can still see what's going on, because you don't know why they're there. It could be a dangerous situation. It could just be, a noise complaint that they've chose not to call you on. And they went ahead and called the police. But, stand back, meet them in a safe place, near the problem area, but don't get up in their face. Assist them only if they ask. If they say, hey, can you come over here, identify this person, or tell me, such and such information, help them out. They are the final say. So whatever they say goes, and use that to cover your own ass. The police said this is what they're doing, so that's what I have to support. Like I've always said, you can't do more than the police. When you're chatting with them after a situation, ask them what happened, why they chose to do what they did. If they're doing something you don't agree with, for example, having someone removed from the property, they say they're not going to, I go ask them why. Say, would you mind kind of elaborating? So there's a similar situation, I know what to expect. And most of the times the police are so happy to explain to you, what they're doing, and, they're happy to tell you why that is. Maybe legally they can't. They don't have, enough reason or justification to arrest someone, remove someone, kick in a door. They have rules that they have to go by as well. Ask them, to work with you on a solution and, for the current problem, what can we do together to get this solved so you're not called back out here 100 times tonight. Ask them about prevention. If it's, a suspicious person call or drug activity, or even something basic like noise complaints, ask them what you can do to prevent being called again, and ask them what you can do differently again, to prevent it or to better control a situation. That's, always going to be your best bet, is to get their advice. So, as I always say, get with your officers, know their preferences. Don't go around being Joe Cop thinking that you control everybody on your property, because unfortunately we don't. Again, please check out the thinbluelineusa.com. They're a wonderful sponsor, and I love everything that they're about. So check them out, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and check out the other ones.